It's true when they say all good things come to an end. Everything in life is temporary, and to legit enjoy what you have. My family and I just lost our home of 10 years due to like an electrical fire that started in the bathroom out of anybody's control. The landlord terminated our lease, so now we're freaking homeless. And right now I just feel numb as fuck. I don't know what to feel. I'm just kind of surrendering. You hear that? The wet freaking carpet. I'm just surrendering and seeing where life takes us, but it feels shitty not having anywhere to call home. I never imagined this happening to me, to my family, to anybody. But fuck. All we can do now is put one foot forward and move on. Fuck. So grateful that my neighbor allowed us to use her truck. I'm trying to get this parking brake out. It's hella hard. It's an old ass truck. But look, it's like a Chevy or yep, it is. But damn, I can't get this out. Oh, bro, I did it. On Thursday, August 10th, around 8:30 in the morning, everything changed for me, my family, and our living situation. There was a failure in the electrical wiring of our unit that we have been in for 10 years. This was my family home. That morning, I had 2 hours before I needed to go to work. So I went to the bathroom that morning like normal. Everything was fine. And then all of a sudden, I heard a loud noise coming from the fan up above me. Then the noise stopped and then it started again. But once it started again, I saw an orange glow and then smoke started coming out and everything was so fast that just things started falling from the ceiling. Automatically thought about my mom and my nephew because they were still sleeping at the time. It was 8. It was still early. I said, Mom, wake up. There's a fire. She woke up, started running back and forth. She was panicking. She didn't know what to do. While I was on the phone with the fire department, they had me stay on the line just to make sure that they knew the exact location where we were. And while this was happening, I ran upstairs because this is a 2-unit home. There's a home downstairs and an upstairs. So I ran up the stairs as fast as I could. I was going to open their door, but it was locked. So I started banging on their door to get their attention. The people that lived up there came out and I told them that there was a fire in the bathroom. They needed to get out right now. The fire department's on their way. Please get out right now. And I was panicking while telling them and trying to explain everything, but they grabbed everyone and they got out. As soon as the fire department gets to my house, it feels like they're taking forever to put out the fire. They run upstairs to the second unit that's up above because a bunch of smoke was coming out of there. So I don't know if they thought it started there, but I didn't direct them because I was in shock. I did everything that I could, literally. Next thing I knew, this man barged into our house. He looked pissed. He looked more pissed at the damages than concerned about if anybody was safe, if anybody was okay. He was only concerned about the buildings. He said, "What the heck happened? Tell me everything." He started recording right away while having me explain to him what the hell happened while me being in shock. And I really thought he was going to help us. That's why I was telling him everything that happened. I really thought. I tried explaining to the property manager, if a fire happens out of anybody's control, from an electrical failure, from the wiring or from the fan, you can't help us? You're going to leave us out on the streets? He dismissed me by saying, "I'm not saying that you started the fire. I'm not saying that's not what I'm asking, sir. I'm saying, can you help us? Can you rehouse us? Can you put us in another unit in the meantime?" He said, "No, because you don't have renter's insurance." What does that have to do with anything? Renter's insurance is for your clothing, for your property, for your belongings, not for rehousing a displaced family from something that was out of our control. I just don't understand. At the end of the day, it's just business for them. They don't give a fuck. Next thing I know, he started telling me that, I know this isn't what you guys want to hear, but we're gonna terminate your lease. We're gonna break this contract. The unit is uninhabitable. The amount of damages is way too much. You guys are done. He was trying to make decisions right then and there, the day of, minutes after the incident happened. I was talking with him. He was speaking down to me, not to me, like a human being. And as he was making all these decisions without speaking with my parents, which are the main tenants, he says, I'll meet you here at 11 tomorrow to hand you your termination letter and the rest of the rent, because this month hadn't ended. It was the 10th. It was August 10th. He said that he would get a translator so that my parents would understand what was happening. I requested that because we want them to know what's happening. We just lost our home and they're not helping us. The past week, my family and I have been running around like chickens with their heads cut off, trying to throw everything away from the dumpster because a bunch of things got smoke damage. But the majority of the stuff we just threw away because where we're going to put it, we have nowhere to go, we have nowhere to stay. And within those days, I got a storage. I drove a truck for the first time. I'm trying my best to just keep moving forward, fill out applications, advocate for my family, stand up for my family, know my rights, because this shit could happen to anybody. I know this is not right, and they're just trying to hand us $1,000 check. To pray for my family, pray for me, that we find a home soon, because it's sad, but I know that we're gonna get through it, and we wouldn't be in this position if we couldn't get through it. I'm learning a lot throughout the way, and I'm gonna continue sticking up for myself, continue using my voice. I know this isn't right, but I know something better will happen. Something better is coming.